Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Gonna read through the full article here. There's a link in the description. Gonna give you a very severe trigger warning. This is a really heinous act. It involves the scumbag that you see in front of you. The headline tells us that he's been accused of doing what we'll go into in a second, but he did this in front of multiple family members. So there's no question as to whether or not he's guilty. Yeah, he's guilty. So a Las Vegas man has been accused of stabbing a 3-year-old girl, his 3-year-old niece. He stabbed her 11 times during Bible study. So there were 5 members of the family just about to start Bible study. And he stabbed the 3-year-old niece, his 3-year-old niece, 11 times. She is in severe critical condition, and he did so in order to get the demons out of her. So this scumbag in question is called Alan Wilson. He's 28, he's from Las Vegas, Nevada, and he faces attempted murder charges after having stabbed his 3-year-old niece multiple times to save her from demons. So this happened on March the 31st. She was eating some dinner. She was sat on the kitchen table, eating some butter noodles, and this absolute psychopathic madman was pacing around the area, around near the kitchen. He was pacing for around half an hour, up and down, up and down, up and down, for around half an hour. And apparently, according to his brother or his half brother, apparently this psycho paces. It's a habit which he developed when he was in jail previously. He was in solitary confinement, and apparently he's developed this pacing as a habit. So he was pacing up and down this area for around half an hour whilst the 3-year-old girl is eating her dinner in the kitchen. And then all of a sudden, just as the family was about to start Bible study, 5 family members, all of a sudden, this absolute psychopath walked up behind the 3-year-old niece to give her a hug. But he didn't give her a hug. Instead, he stabbed her multiple times. He was stabbing her repeatedly in the side in an underhand motion. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what that means in underhand motion. But the point is, he was stabbing his 3-year-old niece multiple times, 11 times. 2 family members tried to disarm him. One of them got stabbed in the hand. There's the possibility that he may have incurred long-term damage to his tendons. The article tells us that the psychopath stated that he needs to get the demons out of her. I need to save her. Apparently he was saying that over and over again. Family members said that the suspect, the scumbag, previously served time in prison for injuring a lady during a robbery. He's also said to have physically attacked family members previously, and it seems that he was also recently released from a medical facility. So we don't know the full details of why he was in a medical facility or for how long for, but apparently he was released a mere 6 days before the stabbing from this medical facility. The article tells us that he does seem to have some type of medical illness diagnosis, although the information of that condition has been redacted, so we don't know the details. Now at this point, I'm going to read through some very specific details in regards to the attack and the injuries sustained by the 3-year-old niece. So I'm going to give the harshest of trigger warnings at this point. Okay. According to cops, the defendant stabbed the victim 11 times, including 7 times in the back. The toddler also sustained stab wounds to a forearm, hand, triceps, and armpit. The arrest report further said that the victim suffered a punctured right kidney, a lacerated spleen, and a penetrating wound to her posterior aorta. There was even a hole on the right side of her colon. Cops said that there was a blood trail from the front door to the driveway at the scene of the stabbing. After the stabbing, this sick, C-U-N-T, the sick psychopathic piece of shit, allegedly left the scene. As we saw, two family members, males, tried to stop him. They weren't able to. He had a knife. He stabbed one of them in the hand. So he left the scene. But he was shortly thereafter found at a local 7-Eleven. The police tracked him via the cell phone. So I'm not going to pretend I fully understand that, but the triangulation or the GPS details or such. But they knew where he was. They saw him there. He was smoking on a vape pen, and he dropped the device and surrendered so that he could be arrested without incident. In the meantime, the family members did what they did to take the 3-year-old to hospital. The article tells us that at this point of time, well, as of Monday morning, it's now Tuesday evening for me in Sydney, so around 24 hours ago, the girl's condition wasn't fully clear. She's had surgeries. She's going to need more surgeries. The article tells us that she has been listed in extremely critical condition. So, of course, we all pray for her full recovery. We hope she pulls through. We pray for her family. We just hope that they're all able to cope with this incident, and we just hope and pray that the girl survives and is able to have a normal, functioning life. I'm not aware of a GoFundMe. If anyone is aware of one, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to add a link to the description for a GoFundMe, but I'm not aware of one at this point in time. The scumbag has been arrested. His bond has been set for $250,000. So let's hope that nobody pays that. Let's hope that he stays incarcerated for the rest of his life. I'm going to wrap things up at this stage. I should mention, he faces charges of attempted murder, child abuse, and battery with a deadly weapon. I would give him life. I would give him the death penalty, but I would not let him back on the streets at any stage. He is a psychopathic, attempted murderer. Potentially, we hope that he isn't a psychopathic murderer. We hope that the girl survives. And we hope that this guy faces eternity in hell, which is no more than he deserves. So I'm going to wrap things up here. Thanks for listening. If you do like this type of content, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. And take care, guys. I'll thank you for your time.